Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reading Breakthrough, a Hanj X Listener one-shot by Noelle Bombastic on Wattpad. I'm supposed to kind of be asleep because I have my permit test tomorrow and I barely studied, but here I am recording instead because I haven't posted in a while and I got a new mic for Christmas, so it's like, yeah, thank you, brother. I guess I should be a bit nicer to you, but yeah, I promised my friend I would make a Hanj X Listener video because she's in love with Hanj. But anyways, I'm just rambling on, so let's get into the video. There was a soft buzzing noise and then a tiny prick on her cheek. The girl groaned and swatted at whatever it was pulling her blanket tighter around her body. It was too early to deal with annoying insects. The buzzing continued and then another pinch. This time it was harder than before. She scrunched her nose and mumbled something incoherent at the same time. She moved her hand up to smack the nuisance away. A muffled giggle alerted her that she was not alone in her room. Frustrated with the lack of peace, she sat up with squinted, blurry eyes. "Oh good, you're up." Your Name groaned again and glared at the black blob in the center of her room. "Hanj," she barked. "What the hell?" The scientist herself grinned down at her. "Morning, sleepyhead." Your Name only grunted in response. "I just made the most amazing discovery." "Oh god, not again." "And what is that?" Your Name grumbled. She knew that if she didn't cooperate with Hanj, then she would never leave her alone. "Titans are repelled by glitter," she squealed excitedly, hopping in place. Your Name sighed and ran a hand down her sleepy face. "Hanj," she started. "First of all, it's not even 3 in the morning. Second of all, when was the last time you slept? And finally, what the hell?" Hanj squealed again and lurched forward, throwing the blankets off of Your Name's body and dragging her out of bed. Being the uncooperative, sleepy person she was, Your Name simply slumped to the ground in exhaustion. "Oh, come on, Your Name. I need to show you how wonderful this is. It's a fantastic breakthrough," Hanj chirped, still tugging on her arm eagerly. "Get up, get dressed. Science is waiting." "I don't wanna," Your Name whined, her voice muffled from the floor. "Nonsense," Hanj exclaimed. She dropped a pair of pants, a button-up white shirt, and Your Name's boots onto her back. "Get dressed. We had things to do, experiments to run." Your Name turned her head to glare up at the woman. "You're joking, right?" Hanj grinned down at her. "Keep it up and I'll make you put on all of those annoying straps and harnesses." "This is ridiculous," Your Name muttered as she clutched the clipboard to her chest. She dropped her head down onto the table in front of her with a deep sigh. Hanj had dragged her out of bed hours ago. The sun was just rising, and she still didn't understand what the hell Hanj was babbling on about. "Oh, excellent. It's getting light out. Soon we can fetch Aaron and really get this experiment going," Hanj commented, the smile never slipping from her face. Your Name's head shot up off the table and swiveled around to stare at Hanj with widened eyes. "Wait. What? Why do you need Aaron?" "Hanj, you know Levi won't let him transform." Hanj scoffed and waved her hand dismissively at her female companion. "Levi will if I ask. It's for science anyway." "He probably has plans for him today. Training or cleaning or something," Your Name argued. She would do anything to get out of this. "Levi gave me permission in the very beginning that I was free to run tests," Hanj answered brightly. "Now quit complaining and go get your gear on." She gaped at the mad scientist beside her. Was she joking? She was going to force her to put harnesses and belts on this early in the morning. It was just now sunrise. Stop looking at me like that, Hanji complained. It's not that bad, Your Name. This will be fun. Yeah, sure, whatever, she grumbled, sliding off the stool and walking back towards her room as slowly as possible. Your Name got her harnesses and then her equipment. She wanted to waste as much time as physically possible. On her way back, she bumped into Corporal Levi himself. He was dazed and tired-looking. Why the hell do you have all that stuff on? He grumbled, eyes narrowing. I'm not entirely sure, sir. Go ask Hanji. She needs to talk to you anyway, Your Name replied. Something about an experiment and needing Aaron. Yes, perfect. Just stay right there and transform when I tell you, Hanji yelled down from the branch she and Your Name were standing on. Aaron stood down below on the ground with his usual determined look on his face. After hearing Hanji's request for Aaron's transformation, Levi insisted on tagging along and insisted that he was the only one who could control Aaron in that Titan form. He now sat on a branch below, a scowl on his face, as he watched the team carefully. Get those notes ready, Hanji told Your Name, eyes lit up in delight. Or that was the glitter reflecting in them. Glitter coated the trees behind Aaron's head, something Hanji had gotten Your Name to do before Aaron arrived with Levi. Luckily, the teen didn't notice the sparkling, now fabulous trees and went right into I'm going to listen to everything you say mode. Right now, after you transform, I want you to turn around, okay, dear? Hanji cooed. Whenever you're ready, Aaron. Your Name shook her head in disbelief. This woman is crazy. The whole ground and trees around shook violently as Aaron chomped down on his hand as hard as he could, nearly sending Your Name off the branch. In Aaron's place stood a 15-meter class Titan with shaggy hair and piercing turquoise eyes. Upon transformation, Titan Aaron let out an obnoxious roar before turning around like instructed previously. Your Name was surprised he remembered after transformation. When his eyes landed on the fabulous trees, Aaron let out yet another ear-popping roar before sprinting to them and punching every single one down. Your Name and Hanji could only stare in shock with their jaws open. That was the complete opposite of what Hanji predicted. That was it, Levi called up. That was your dumb experiment? Hanji laughed. That was beautiful, Your Name. Write that down. Write it down. She clapped her hands cheerfully. Now we know that Titans aren't repelled by glitter. I guess I'll have to have Moblet wash the horses off then. Your Name glared at Hanji. You didn't. For God's sake, Glasses, Levi swore as he used his 3DM gear to land on the same branch as the two women. Stop messing with the horses and do a real experiment for once. Corporal, an exhausted voice called from down below. All three of them looked down on the ground to where Aaron had stumbled and collapsed. I don't feel so good. Getting out of your Titan body must be getting easier then, Hanji commented. She looked at her partner. Write that down. Your Name sighed in expiration, but obeyed her command. I'm getting the brat back to bed, Levi mumbled, as she pulled Your Name down to his level. His lips brushed past her ear. Get that scientist to bed too. It's almost been a week, and her stupid experiments are getting more and more ridiculous. She nodded in agreement to his words and straightened as he gave her a nod and disappeared over to Aaron. When he and the Titan boy were gone, Your Name turned to Hanji with a stern look. You, she snapped. Bed now. Hanji's excited face fell. But there's so much to do. I can't go to bed now. Hanji, it'll also be there when you wake up. I'll work on a few things for you while you're asleep. You haven't even seen your bed in days, Your Name replied. She tucked the clipboard under her arm and grabbed hold of her triggers, using them to get herself to the ground. Hanji followed suit, murmuring profanities the entire time. I'm not tired, she tried. Yeah, and I'm ugly, Your Name responded with as much sarcasm as she could. She wasn't ugly. She was fabulous. But, oh my god, she explained, just shut the hell up and go to sleep, Hanji. You need it. Hanji frowned. No, I don't. I'm perfectly functional. Your name could have laughed right then and there. Instead, she snorted in disbelief and clamped a hand onto Hanji's wrist, dragging her to where she remembered her room was. You aren't functional, you just made me cover trees in glitter. She shoved Hanji through the door of her room. Now sleep or else I'm ripping up all of your nose and killing Bean and Sonny. Hanji gasped at the threat and almost immediately started removing her jacket and straps. Please don't touch my baby, she cried. Her eyes were actually watering. This woman was actually crying over her two tortured test subjects that she's treated like they were actually her children. I'll sleep, I swear. Yearning crossed her arms and watched impatiently as Hanji ran around the room, throwing off her uniform jacket and boots. When she was left in only her yellow button-down and white pants, she dove under the covers on her bed. Glasses, Yearning reminded. Hanji squeaked and removed them gently, setting them on the bedside table. She was now satisfied and nodded. Good night, Hanji. Hanji mumbled something unintelligible, already partially asleep, as Yearning closed the door as softly as possible. True to her promise, she walked back to the lab with the notes ready to set to work. However, she was asleep at the table within 20 minutes. And that was the fan fiction. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'm able to record again soon. No promises though, because January is going to be a pretty hectic month for me. But I will see you all next time. Bye!